Hi there, my name's Ben. I'm here at Boring Crypto and I'm going to give you an insight into Lumenswap, why I feel that it's got the potential to be one of these 100x gems over the next couple of years. So firstly, the disclaimer, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor at all. Passionate student in cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. And I just like to share what I find with other people. Also, I've just joined Lumenswap as an ambassador to help spread the word out into the wider crypto community about exactly what this project is all about. So this one is just going to be a very quick scoot over, hopefully less than 10 minutes, an insight into why I think it's a gem. And then what I'm going to do is break some more tutorials down so that you can learn how to use the swap, spot, etc., etc. Okay, so first things first, I've always had a passion for DEX tokens, yeah? Not the kind of farming tokens that have got high emissions and they dump out after just a couple of days. I don't mean like that. I mean the centralized exchange and also decentralized exchange native tokens that I feel have got some legs to move forward and appreciate in price. I do like to look for them and I'm interested and I do invest in them. So this is one that has got my attention. I was looking for some Stellar tokens, see if there's anything out there that kind of piqued my interest. This grabbed me. So I'm just going to have a quick look at the documents and talk you through those. Let's just go to the docs, open the docs up and we have a look at introduction. It's an open source client for the Stellar network. So it's a Stellar DEX, that's what it is. Again, this will allow you, if you want to come here, to go through all of the different pages, read all of the different information. I'm going to go onto the LSP asset. This is the Lumenswap token and the native assets to the protocol. So it's got 1 billion tokens, and this is fixed. So this is the first thing that kind of was like, okay, it's a fixed supply. It's not something like PancakeSwap where it's a continual minting process and they burn back the supply. This is a fixed supply. There will only ever be 1 billion. And these have been minted at the genesis and will be vested over the course of 10 years. So they're locked down. They're in these different wallets, marketing wallets, team wallets, and all sorts of different other wallets that are being vested over a period of time. We need to make sure, guys, that we're getting the right asset. So asset issuer, we need to make sure it's the GAB7 at the start and then the 24WK. That's the information to make sure when you're using these decentralized exchanges that it is actually the right Lumenswap you're using. If we scoot down to the tokenomics, you can see here the breakdown of the tokenomics. I'm not going to teach you how to suck eggs. You can come and look for yourselves. But this is what I like. I like things, picture speaks 1,000 words, and I like it in picture format. So what I've picked up here is it's 375 million tokens will be released or in circulation after 1 year. Around about 550 million after 2 and about 700 million after 3 years. This is the period of time that I'm looking at here, the first 3 years of this project, because it's on a 10-year a 10-year vesting schedule. So I'm looking at the first 3 years and this exponential release of these tokens and seeing what the sort of price can do against this release. We've then got some of the addresses. If we scoot across to an Explorer and we have a look at the main addresses, let me just pull back. Let's have a look. In fact, let's just stay where we are there. I'll come back and show you that in a second. But if we have a look, you can see the breakdown here, right, of the different holders, how many holders there are at different levels. So this is like 10 to 1,000. This is 1,000 to 100,000, and then up to 10 million, and then 10 million plus. But we know these 7 wallets here are the 6 of those. Are from the team wallets, the marketing wallets, and so on and so forth. So these wallets here, when we come down to it, correspond, to these wallets there, right? And if I come back up and go back to asset holders. There we go. Okay, so we can see here, if we have a look at like BBY and D4I, we come back, BBY is the ecosystem reward, and D4I is like the team account. Then we can look at the vesting schedules here, and we can see that they are going to be coming out over a period of time. So that, you know, is something to give you faith. Yes, you can deep dive, you can have a look at like delve a bit deeper into the vesting, but that should give you faith that they are being transparent, giving you the addresses here so that you can monitor that address and you can say, hey, this isn't right. You know, why is there, you know, 10,000 tokens missing or being sent out or something like that? Yeah. So they're being open right from the off, which gives me trust in the project. So let's have a look why LSP. We've got the enhanced liquidity it's going to bring to the Stellar network. It's going to be a governance token. They're going to be handing over to the community as they move forward. The LSP token will be used for voting, like on the DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations, where the community decide on the direction of the project. And I think DAOs are going to be the next big thing after the NFT craze. It's just tailing off a little bit maybe now, but it's still in full force. It's probably actually going to blow up even more, isn't it, in fairness? Reward for LSP token holders. So this is something we need to get our teeth into now. We need to be saying to ourselves, it's ideal if we have 10,000 tokens, because then we're going to qualify for just hodling. Yeah, these are going to be, it says staking, but these are going to be like what are called divs or dividends every month on a randomized day, and they will be coughed out into your wallet. So this program will continue for 10 years. So every month there's going to be 120 of these dividend pushes by the team. So, you know, by the what's his name wallet, the reward wallet is going to kick these dividends out into our wallet. So it's advisable. Currently, today, this is around about $100. Yeah, 1 cent for an LSP, give or take. So this is not a vast sum to many people, but considerable to others. So if you hold that, then you are going to be open to this first reward. If you are a trader and you are trading, yeah, an amount of 10,000 LSP, again, $100, then you are going to be potentially one of 100 wallets. Yeah, here we go, 100 of the wallets, right, will be selected at random and rewarded with 12,500 LSP, which at the minute is $125, which is nice. So 100, lots of $125 are going to be coughed out every month as well for those people that are trading the token. So what I would say is if you're looking to buy, what I would do is if you say you're looking to buy once a week at $20, $25, something like that, is put all them purchases together so that you are buying 10,000 tokens at a time. So you qualify for reward number 2 and potentially one of the 100 wallets. So it's a lucky dip, but you may get that. And also this one as well, because you're hodling the 10,000 tokens. So it's a win-win there. And of course, then the governance. So we can start bringing our own ideas to the table. We can start voting on the direction of the protocol in the future, because they want decentralization, transparency. Finally, and the big thing for me in the documents is when we scroll down on the why, I'm an absolute massive fan of decentralized banking, of the different protocols that allow or pay you to borrow. And I know it's crazy, but it's true. You know, there's protocols out there that will incentivize you for putting your collateral into their protocols, and they will reward you for that. And sometimes the reward is actually bigger than the fee that you have to pay. So your percentage fee that you have to pay for borrowing, you can get rewarded in more percentage terms, meaning you can make crypto from borrowing crypto. Insane, I know. But it's something, as soon as I saw that lending client, and they want this dynamic economic cycle on a distributed network on Stellar, I thought, okay, this has my attention. I know that when they are looking to build out this in the months and years to come, there is a high chance that we are going to see an appreciation of the value of the LSP token that is at the heart, the nucleus of the Lumenswap protocol. So I was like, okay, this has my juices flowing, so to speak. So let's come back up. Let's look at some more data. The median balance at the minute is only 1,250 LSP, meaning they just got $12.50. The middle line wallets, so the cut through the middle, and that balance is 1,250. It's nothing. Yeah, 1,250 tokens is $12.50. If people start to catch on why this has so much potential, don't forget it's built on the Stellar network, meaning you have got the speed, you have got the cheap gas fees, just 200 stroops for 2 actions on the network, 100 stroops per action, 200 stroops, which is hundreds of thousands of 1 cent. That's how cheap it is, almost free. Almost free to transact on the Stellar network, and we've got many projects now appearing with real power, this kind of, unrealized power in them. So it's very, very exciting. This I can see starting to climb. We have a nice growth in the price from the auction, but it's not a crazy pump. It's around about 5-6 times now out of the auction price that we're at. I can see the breakthrough of 1 cent happening in the short term, and then we're just underneath at the minute, as you can see here in US dollar value, and then I see that then there's the climb to $1. Can it do that? Well, when we click back and we look at this information that we looked at the start, which is the asset, and we see this, if we say $1 here, $1 would be a market cap of 375 million. And that might seem, wow, that's massive. But after 1 year, when we have a look at exchanges such as 1inch, and we have a look at these other ones that have appeared in this last year, we know that there's a massive potential. If we start seeing the capital flow in, because I think it's Protocol 18 that has just been agreed on the Stellar network, meaning that the automated market makers are now going to be allowed, and the capital flows in from other networks, the DeFi capital, because there might be the yield, there might be the sustainability. For me, sustainability of yield is more important than initial APR. If you can have a sustainable over 3, 6, 12 months where you can be picking up 15, 20%, I'm going for that all day long, because I want that sustainability. I don't want to keep moving my funds. So if they can make sustainable yields here in the Lumenswap platform and on the Stellar network, capital will flow in. If we start seeing, the insane figures that we've seen on Huobi Eco Chain, on the Ethereum network, on Binance Smart Chain, on Avalanche, on any of these main sort of DeFi networks, and we've seen TVLs of over $1 billion on many of these total value locks. So people have locked assets of over $1 billion. And if we see a percentage of that, if we see Lumenswap in the next few months with a new automated market maker with farming pairs with great yield returns that is sustainable, we can see 100 million here without breaking sweat. And that is going to drive the price of the native token. And that is what I'm talking about. When you combine that with the future lending and borrowing protocol that they're going to add to it as well, then I think the combination of those two can really add a lot of value to the token price. Bearing in mind, you're also going to have people who are locking down large amounts and are staking their LSP tokens within the protocol because they want the monthly rewards, which is linear to the amount of tokens they have. The more tokens they can accrue, the more tokens they're going to be coughed out on a monthly basis to them. If you add that monthly token kick out that's going to be happening in terms of the dividends, right, and you add that on to the token appreciation in price, it's a hodler's paradise. Yeah, we can lock our tokens down. We can get a good APR for them. We can get extra tokens every month just from hodling them. The price of those tokens we're getting for free is going up. That's a hodler's dream. That really is. And everything that I've seen so far with Lumenswap is geared for sustainability for the longer term. So that, guys, is my 15-minute video. And that is the reason why I'm so bullish on Lumenswap. I hope you've enjoyed it. And as I said, I'll break some smaller tutorials down, talking of the swap, talking of the spot, so that I can walk and talk you through all of those. If you have any questions, please come across onto our Telegram or Discord, Lumenswap community, or indeed tag us on Twitter, and we'll do our level best to answer your questions. Take care and have a great day.